What's going on, y'all? It's the morning hustle. You know how we do it. L'Oreal,
Yeah.
myself, Kyle Santillian, and yes, we got another guest because that's what we do. And this brother is heating things up right now. We're very happy to be talking to him. Fridayy is in the studio with us.
Yeah. Finally.
Yeah. What's up, bro? How you feeling?
They got the bells for me. I feel good.
Yeah, bells and whistles. We
for
bringing
sure.
it all out for you.
Nah,
No
I'm feeling
doubt.
good, bro.
Man,
Good.
listen, man, you're going hard right now. The self-titled album is out Friday, and it's sounding amazing, bro. You did a great job with it, man.
Thank
It
you,
sounds
bro.
real good.
Yeah,
Soulful. I love it.
Yeah,
I
thank
love
you. I
it.
appreciate that.
So what made you go with Fridayy?
It's a good question. When I was a kid, I used to always see my cousins and stuff on Fridays. So I used to like bother my mom, like whenever that day coming. You know what I'm saying? Like when Friday comes, she always tell me you see him on Friday. So I used to say that. She started calling me that, and then when I started making music, I just like stuck with it, kind of.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Like,
crazy.
so I didn't want to go as my regular name. And then it was like the time, the weekend, and Party Next Door was like my favorite artist at the time. So I just stuck with Fridayy for sure.
So I thought
I
about
love
that because I'm like, The Weeknd is not my favorite artist. And so when I talk about it and I say Fridayy, I'm like, did that have something to do with it? So it kind of does.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's a childhood name.
It's like, it's a childhood name, and then it was like just Drake being my favorite artist. I was just thinking of a name like to get his attention. Like, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like I was already thinking like I'm gonna be part of OVO when I was a kid. That's
Yeah,
how I used to
yeah.
think. Yeah.
Well, you
Right.
definitely got his attention and everybody else
Nah,
did.
for sure. Yeah.
Absolutely. I want to take it back, man. Just start because we all know that you did. God did feature, of course.
Yeah.
But what I loved, man, is the video that went circulating online with you singing, you know what I mean, at the piano,
Yeah.
into the mic, and what looked like maybe a hallway in the crib. And it just shows the testament to, like, I'm putting in the grind right now. You know what I mean? And look how it's turned out.
Yeah.
I love that you captured that moment. Just talk to me a little bit about what that time period was like, just working in the grind each and every day in the crib, just trying to get on.
Yeah, that was like a special time for me. It was like I just made up in my mind like I'm gonna focus for like a year straight and see where this go. Like with like no distractions. You know what I'm saying? Like don't care if I'm broke. You know what I'm saying? I was just lock myself in the room and make like 8 ideas a day, like 8
Yeah.
songs a day. So that was when you see that room. That was that time period with me, like every day, just all day making music for a year straight to just see how far I could take it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even when God Did came out, I just wanted like to show people like where it came from. You know what I'm saying? Like everything don't have to come from the, you know what I'm saying, the best equipment, the best, you know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to show like if you focus, like it don't matter where you starting from, it could turn into this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's why
Absolutely.
I even put that video out. Like, you know what I'm saying? For sure.
Yeah, that was real.
So you gave Khaled the name for his album, or was that a concept that he came with and then you ran with that idea?
I think he already had the name.
Yeah.
I don't know because he was just on Instagram saying God Did. So
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? So he was just promoting that slogan before he even named the album. So it's- every time he said it, it was just, I relate to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just made like a hook off Faith. You know what I'm
That's
saying? I was
fire.
like, let me make a hook and see if I could get it to him. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? That's how that came about.
And then that ended up being a big tune.
Yeah.
You come from the church,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
And we hear that with a lot of artists, but I hear the influence all throughout your music.
Absolutely.
So even though you do hear the hoodness, the grittiness, the streetness, you hear the church in there.
Yeah, fact.
So did you learn how to play the instruments in church, or did you get like lessons? How did all that work out?
Yeah, it was basically in the church. Like I grew up around like a church household. You know what I'm saying? Like my pop, my mom was like heavy in the church, so it's like it was natural.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like just hear the music all day, and I had like a piano in my crib. I'll just wake up and play. You know what I'm saying? And even be it at the church. You know, when kids after church over, kids jump on the instruments and stuff. So
Yeah.
it was just like a natural. Like I didn't learn. It was just like by ear. And then like at one point I started playing for the church. Like whatever they was sing, I'll try to pick it up and, you know what I'm saying, start
Yeah.
playing by ear. And that's how I built my musicality. Like that's how I like got to where I am today.
So like
Yeah.
to perfect it a little more, have you ever been like, let me go take like a class or no, you just know you can do it?
Yeah, it's people that do it better than me, but I really ain't want to be the best. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
once I got introduced to like making music in the studio, the what I learned in the church, I was like, all right, I got everything I needed. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't gotta be the best piano player. I don't gotta be the best guitar player, the best drummer, but all I gotta be good enough is like to create you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I play good. Though. I play great, but I'm not the best. You know what I'm saying? So coming from church and then transitioning in the studio, it was just like, all right, I learned everything I need to learn. I could produce a whole.
You was like
you know
a
what I'm saying?
genius in the
Yeah,
studio because most people don't know how to do
They
no
don't know how to
kind of
do nothing,
instrument.
right,
Yeah.
right. I was excited to find out when I got the news that you were from Philadelphia.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My birthplace as well. All my family's in Philly. And I've seen you, I don't know if it was an article or I watched a video you talking, and you was just talking about like trying to come out of Philly and then make it when you didn't really have certain resources and being willing to go where you could get resources.
Yeah.
Just talk about a little bit of that, like what you felt like you were lacking and where you might have had to go to get it.
Yeah, Philly, like it's a lack over there with the music. A lot of talented people, but it's just like it's kind of like hopeless. It ain't like a lot of things you could run to. A lot of, you know what I'm saying, people you could look to. Like, you know what I'm saying. It ain't no industry out there, so it's like you kind of gotta leave for like to be. I would say like leave to even be respected.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of talented people down there, but everybody like hit a peak over there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody be hitting like a peak, so it's like you gotta kind of like leave the city, collaborate with other people, you know what I'm saying? Go other places, and then so you could take your stuff to the next level. That's what I realized at like probably like when I was like 21. Me and my brothers went to LA.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
So did you move out there, or you just was going back and forth from Philly to LA?
No, I remember like we had like probably like $5,000 all together, and then we was like, bro, let's just try to live out there for a little bit. Yeah, and it was like, it was crazy though, cause you know when you come from Philly to LA, you like, yo, this shit about to change. You like, bro, like this, we about to be up in LA. You know what I'm saying? But like we was
That 5,000 went quick.
quick.
Right.
We was fucked up like probably like second month after we paid rent, food, Ubers, all that. You know what I'm saying? And we didn't even have no relationships out there, so we was just freestyling it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's when I learned, bro. Like, don't go nowhere if you don't really got a plan. Like,
Right.
I was back in Philly probably like the fourth month.
Yeah, but even you leaving shows a certain amount of tenacity. Like, you know what I mean?
for sure. And I learned a lot over there too, but it was just like, nah, that shit's crazy.
But
bro.
what made you go to LA versus New York, which is right there, that also has a big industry presence?
It's just LA.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like being
Right.
from Philly, like New York, a 2-hour drive. Like
Yeah,
niggas
it's
ain't.
nothing.
That's almost like Philly to you.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
almost like Philly. Niggas not thinking Def Jam building over there.
Yeah.
Niggas not even think about that. But LA is just like some big shit. Like when you see niggas in LA, like bro doing his thing. Like that's from, like where we come from.
Right.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up.
That's crazy.
That's
Okay,
what's
so
up.
let's talk about some of the records now. One of my favorite is viral right now. It's a lot of challenges going on around it,
Which
and
one?
that's When It Comes to You.
Yeah.
I love that
Right.
song.
So a lot of beautiful things are happening. People are showing their love for one another. And the only problem I have with the song is too short.
For real?
Yes. You know
That's
how
why
many
people
times?
be running it back though.
Yes,
That's
I
why.
was gonna say I'll be like repeat.
Yeah.
But other than that, I love it. It's a beautiful song. What made you choose that to go as one of your singles?
I chose that. I knew that was like the special one out of the ones I made for the album. Just being like where we at in music today.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? There ain't a lot of songs that's giving that vibe.
Yeah,
where
that's positive
Yeah,
because
that
it's a lot of
positive.
toxic.
Yeah, and like you could express yourself to whoever you love. It's not even, you know what I'm saying, whoever you got love for. It ain't a lot of songs out like that. So
Mm-hmm.
I knew that was gonna touch people. And the way I'm talking in there, like I'm not talking in there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a love song, but it's really like, you know what I'm saying? It still got that me to it, that, you know what I'm saying? So
I believed you.
yeah,
I
for
believed
sure.
you in
So
it.
it's like
Yeah.
I knew that was gonna be one of the ones for sure.
Yeah. When's the last time you was in love?
That's a good question. Last time I was in love, a little minute ago. Yeah.
What does that mean?
A little minute ago, like probably like, you know what I'm saying? Probably like a couple years ago.
A couple years.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You had to break up before this music hit, right?
No, hell no. Still got love, but in love, something different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
So
For sure.
but I think like in this point of your life, you're young. Are you 23?
No, I'm 26.
26.
Yeah,
Okay, I don't know
28.
why I thought you were 20. Well, that's still very young, though. I know you have a lot of women that are throwing themselves at you, especially with these love songs. When you get to singing that about love and all that good stuff, you know. So, what, like, do you look for a relationship now? Do you say, no, I'm just moving around and I don't want nothing serious? Do you make that clear?
Nah, it depends. It's all. I'm not looking for it, but it's like, if it's like, it gotta come the right way. You know what I'm saying? But I'm really like locked in. Like, I just looking for a girl like who understand like what I'm chasing, what I'm building. You know what I'm saying? That's really all that matter. But I'm locked in.
But they in them DMs though, I'm sure.
Nah, for sure.
I tried to get into them, Kyle. He turned his phone upside down as soon as he came in
the information.
So I already knew what was going on. I knew the vibes.
Because if something was to go down, he'd have to put it in the song. He don't feel like dealing with all that.
Sure.
I want to ask you about 3 a.m. in New York.
Yes.
That song. I love that song. I feel like just like you were speaking on when it comes to you, I feel like this song is almost like an internal love song. Like 3 a.m. in New York, you're talking about like I believe in myself so much. You understand what I'm saying? Give me a little bit about the backstory on that one.
That was probably like the first song I made for the album.
Really?
That was like in New York. I made that in New York too.
It better be, because that would have been cat.
Sure.
Let's say 3 a.m. in New York. It better have been 3.
Yeah. It was late night joint too, but that was like the first joint. Like I remember I made that with the two girls, Baby and Emeralds. It was just like that. As soon as I heard the instrumental, I was like, all right, this my vibe. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta talk something crazy on this. So we came together and just made something. Like I knew that was one of like the Drake vibes. You know what I'm saying? One of them ones I could talk my talk on.
And I feel like you have to have that belief in yourself, man. You talked about coming out of Philly, the environment, the circumstances, being in the church a lot. I'm pretty sure you were balancing a lot of that self-belief and, you know, your foundation in the church with what was going on outside your front door.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
I know what's going on out there, so it's kind of like, you know, what was it that was really keeping you grounded in who you were and not running outside into the street and getting in trouble?
Yeah, that's it's just like I always knew since I was a kid who I was. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's important.
Yeah, that's really important. Like feel like a lot of people that we lost, they don't really know who they is as a kid. You know what I'm saying? So me being who I was growing up, I knew like this is who I'm supposed to be. Like, you know what I'm saying? My whole life I knew I was supposed to be like an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like God using me to you know, give good music, hopeful music. So I really never lost track of that. You know what I'm saying? Like even all that shit was around me. Even like outside the crib, outside the church, you know what I'm saying? Like the hood crazy, bro. So people around me. So it's like I just stayed focused. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's easy to fall into that, but it was just really never for me. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like just knowing who I am and what God wanted me to be kept me away from that.
What's up.
Even though it was right next to me.
And you are Haitian, right? Now, I grew up around a lot of Haitians. Some of my cousins is Haitian. I'm from Jersey. Well, I grew up in Jersey, but I'm from New York. But, so yeah, one thing I know about Haitian families and Haitian parents is that they're very, very strict.
Yeah.
Did you deal with any, like, things from your parents when it came to your mother, when it came to wanting to do music that wasn't gospel music, or maybe even coming to the house wearing certain stuff? Did you have those issues?
Hell yeah. It was crazy. Especially growing up. At an age, it's like, all right, do what you do. You know what I'm saying? But growing up was crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Certain ways you couldn't dress. You know what I'm saying? Like certain things you couldn't say. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy, bro. Like, but like it couldn't do an age. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna let you do you. You know what I'm saying?
What age was that? Because I remember one of my homeboys had braids.
Yeah,
and he
braids.
hid the braids.
Look, my mom ain't talked to me for like
because of your earrings.
Like a few months when I got my earrings.
I'm surprised you didn't try to hide it.
That's crazy.
Nah, she ain't, and then it was probably like a couple of weeks. Okay. And then my tats, she was mad as shit too. You know what I'm saying? That's Haitian parents.
Yeah,
you know
they don't play no games.
Probably like 21. She was like when I was 21, like did thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Of course, I was still doing my thing outside, but it's like when she like, all right, you gonna do your thing regardless. Probably like 21.
Is there anything like recently that she might have said something to you about like, nah, even though you grown and could do your own thing?
She be like, you be cursing too much in interviews. She be watching all my interviews. She text me like stop the cursing a little bit.
Yeah.
Sure.
You don't be
She still
listening.
be on my ass, but it's like, she be on my. That's the main joint though. Stop cursing.
Yeah, I can
But she
see
love
that.
what I'm doing right now. I ain't gonna cap because I do it in a good way.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I'm giving great music, inspirational music. So it's like I'm doing it my way where the world accept me, but it's like it's still a message to it.
For sure.
Yeah,
You know what
I
I'm saying?
love
So,
that.
And I saw she looked like she was proud. There's a picture on
Yeah.
your IG where you got your Grammy nominations.
Yeah,
up.
facts.
Mom's
Yeah.
in the picture with
She
you.
proud, bro. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna cap. Yeah.
She be bragging to everybody in church. Look
Nah.
at me.
You know, on your
That's what's
IG, I
up.
also saw you with Tommy Hilfiger.
Yeah.
Are you doing anything when it comes to the fashion side of things?
I'm trying to get in there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get in there. They invited me to the Tommy Hill. That was a great event. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm definitely trying to.
Yeah, you got to plug in him and his
Yeah,
son
yeah.
Rich Hill. You know,
Yeah.
Rich, like
Yeah, I know
him
what's going
too.
on.
Yeah, like I could see you getting in the fashion side because I love the way you dress. Even when I see like certain outfits, like you're different.
For
Like
real?
you don't look like everybody else.
Nah, I
And
appreciate that.
especially when it comes to artists. I'm not gonna lie. You see like people be having the same damn outfits on, like,
Yeah.
but you got a different style. Do you style yourself? Do you have somebody that helps you with that?
Yeah, I be putting it on myself, and then
I know that's right.
I got Jenna. Jenna be helping me a lot. She's a stylist. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate that though.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Sure.
sure. When it comes to this being your debut album,
Yeah.
right? And you got some heavy hitters on there, Ross, Wayne, Jay-Z you work with, of course, because of God did and things of that nature. Is there any artist when you was like, yo, I can't believe I'm actually gotten to the point where I'm in the studio with this guy?
It was a few moments like that. I ain't gonna cap. It was Chris Brown.
Which I love that,
was
song, the
fire,
video
too.
too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Outside of the album too, it was like
Just in general.
in general, Future. I was
Yeah.
like, damn, I'm in the zone with Future. Right now. Yeah, it was a couple.
Did he
people.
tell you? Did he give you any toxic advice? Because they say that he liked to drop gems.
Nah, he was working. He
Oh,
was
okay,
working, but
okay.
I met him. He was like, he didn't even know it was me. Like he didn't expect it to be me. He said some shit like, I thought you was like this, like some boy from Amsterdam or some shit. Like,
What?
some genius. You know, one of them.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how he tried to explain it, but most people, like, they don't expect me to see me in this figure.
I'm
You know
not
what
gonna
I'm
lie.
saying?
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know why I thought
true.
you were gonna be like small.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
He was like, Friday, like, yeah. But he showed love, though. Shout out Future.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what. So most people are kind of surprised by that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
decide, like you, your voice is strong though. It almost really matches.
Yeah.
It's
But it's
voice is
like,
powerful.
it's so different, too.
It
So
is.
some people might hear it and be like, it's probably like, he from Toronto. Like, he from, you know, one of them, like, different
Yeah.
sounds. So, like, most people don't expect me, like, to be me. You know
I
what
would have
I'm saying?
never thought Philly. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then when I seen you, okay, so I seen you and we spoke to Byron Messiah just the other day.
Yep.
Yeah.
You just did a video with him in New
Mhm.
York.
Yeah.
So what? And you talked about 3 a.m. in New York. Like, what's your connection to New York? I know it's right there by Philly,
Yeah, it's
but
right
like, what made you shoot that video with Byron Mercy there in New York?
there. Byron was in New York because he had a show at SOBs.
Yeah.
And then the director, Benny Boone, he in New York. So it was just like, you know what I'm saying? It was just like and I did that whole album in New York.
Did you?
Yeah, I recorded the whole album in like a month in New York. So it's New York, like probably like second home right now. I ain't gonna cap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the studio look like when you? Cause you're producing majority of your stuff, right?
Yeah.
All of it or majority?
Yeah, all of it.
All of it.
All of it.
So
Everything.
yeah.
That's
So
crazy.
how's the studio look? Do you have it empty? Candles? Is there a lot of people? Is it like death row?
Nah, hell
Is it
no.
like death row?
It's like most of the time it's just me by myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't like.
That's
peop-
fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then for this album, like I came different. Like I brought producer in, Kareem, Fortune, a few producers in.
Mm-hmm.
And my manager brought there's 2 writers in that I worked with.
Yeah.
So it was just like probably like 5 of us in there every day, just creating like a freely flow. You know what I'm saying? Just me starting on the piano. Like I start all my music on piano.
That's
So
fire.
like I gotta be like quiet and shit. So I don't hear no voices. I just think whatever I
Mhm.
think. I just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then we just build around that.
I think that's kind of monumental, dog. Like, not only is it your debut album, the fact that you're writing, producing your debut album,
Mm-hmm.
you feel like you have full creative control
Mhm.
and you're doing what you want. And then that's a big deal, bro.
Yeah, that's a real big deal. Like, I feel like that's why I'm winning too. Like, I feel like a lot of artists, they can't create what they trying to create.
Yeah.
Because it's in they putting it in other people's hands.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So me being able like to produce, engineer. I engineer myself too, so
Yeah.
it's just
That's crazy.
I know exactly what I need to know. Like, as soon as I start a track and it sound like somebody, I'm like, nah, I gotta make a new one. Cause like I know exactly how I want it to sound, and I want it to sound so differently. That's how like I create my sound. You know what I'm saying? That's why like the whole year, I just feel like I've been doing this just off the sound that I created. You like really can't put me next to somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For sure. Like when you play Fridayy, you just gotta play Fridayy for a few.
Stand out.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Stand By Me really quickly. Was there ever a chance or a time where you may have messed up and the person didn't stand by you? They left you, and it might have messed you up a little bit. Could have been a friend.
Yeah, it's a few times. It's friends, you know what I'm saying? Especially like I'm seeing it probably like now for like there's been a few times like people expecting things from you that they shouldn't expect. It's not even like me being in the wrong. It's just like, especially like coming up in this, it's like people expect so much from you. Like, bro, like, why are you expecting this from me, bro?
Yeah.
Like,
People think
you see the true colors of people.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's hard.
I think people have a misconception, right? Like, see, you know, all right, he's on a song God did, he's dropping an album, and automatically think, boom, $5 million just hit his pockets immediately. You know what I mean? Like, people have an inflated viewpoint.
Yeah, I was just telling my folks that. I was telling my folks that I had to sit somebody down and tell them what's really going. Like you said, like people see me with Jay-Z, Chris Brown, like they already think, all right, bro, up 5 M's.
Yeah.
Let me ask him for a little. You know what I'm saying? I had to sit somebody down and tell them what's really going on, bro. Like, this what niggas signed for. You see all these rappers with 20 niggas, these niggas gonna be broke.
That's a fact.
Most of these niggas is broke.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I explain what really go on to a few of my people that's close to me, so they be like, oh shit, this really was going on.
Yeah.
Like I had to tell niggas, bro. Like when you see these rappers with 20 niggas, they gonna be broke soon,
they paying
bro.
for
Like,
everything.
they praying for everybody, and it's like, bro, like these niggas not really getting the money that you think they getting.
Yeah.
Especially
And
if
they
they're not getting booked for shows.
Like that. So they don't make their own
Look,
beats. They pay for
so
all
it's
of that.
like, bro, that's what I told somebody. Like, I'm lucky enough that I still produce for a lot of artists. You know what I'm saying? Like most of the artists in this industry. So that's where a lot of like my money be coming from. Like I could only imagine if I didn't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
so
a
it's
whole different situation.
I just be trying to explain to people that's looking from the outside in. It's not what you think, bro.
Exactly.
Like, it's all like it's entertainment. For real.
Is there certain R&B artists that you would like to produce for? You don't want to sing on it, you just want to produce.
Shit. Rihanna.
Yeah.
Tams.
Yeah.
SZA too. SZA hard too.
That's fire.
Yeah.
I can see that
But I
too.
won't do tracks. I won't do tracks. But I'll produce too.
Okay.
You want to write the
I
records and all that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All of
I see a couple of your records. You have been going towards the Afro beat, the reggae, so I could definitely see that with Rihanna. Rihanna, come get that record, man.
Sure.
Come get that record. Do you have it already done? Because I'm pretty sure that you're working all the time. You probably got some records that's already waiting for her.
Yo, when I be getting in the studio, it'd be like an hour set. It'd be like an hour press play. I ain't cap. Like I got like 400 ideas ready.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like I got something ready for every artist.
That's what's up, man. Well, keep doing your thing, bro. We definitely proud of you. We were excited about having you here in the studio today. We see your grind, man. So we want everybody to go out there and get that album,
That's
Fridayy,
right,
the self-titled
Fridayy.
album.
Out now.
And you represent for everybody, man, that's listening right now that rocks with you. What's the last word? What's the last thing you'd like to say to everybody?
Keep doing what you love. You know what I'm saying? Stay focused, and it's gonna make a way for you. My debut album, Fridayy, out now on all platforms.
Yeah. I don't want to say last because I have a quick question.
Okay, go ahead.
Philly, that's home, right? I got to ask this. Y'all still the kings of the Philly cheesesteaks and all that good stuff.
I know where she going.
Where you going to go get your cheesesteak if you got to pull up in Philly? What's the best place?
Wait. Can I make a guess?
No.
I don't want to say it out loud.
Write it down.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I want to
He
I
might
want
be
to write
wrong.
it down.
I'm going to write it down, too. It might be your mama house. She might know how to whip it up now.
He got to say it.
It ain't one spot. It's just a poppy store.
Good. I got you.
You got it?
Got you. No. I didn't know that.
But you did. I know.
Yeah.
It's just like a regular.
Just
it's
a
like
regular
a deli.
size.
It's like a deli in New York.
No, I know what you mean.
But
Don't
I feel
nobody
like
ever say the
I go
Poppy
to
store.
Geno's, bro. I go to all the gyms, bro. I feel like Poppy store way better.
Really?
I wrote down D'Alessandro's. I thought you was gonna say D'Alessandro's.
That's a good gym too.
I thought you was
But
going to say
gotta
what
think though,
everybody
like,
say.
you go to the Poppy store, you get the full platter for $5.
Oh,
that's what
so
I'm
that's the thing.
That's
You
what I'm
paying for the name.
You paying for the name. You get the same shit at the Poppy store, $5 and they give you with fries. So it's
Yeah,
like,
I feel-
good.
I need the
I
salmon
feel-
joint because I don't eat beef. But
Word.
like, yeah.
I just
Nah,
knew you was
that's
gonna
the
say
one.
D'Alessandro's or Ishkabibbles.
I thought it was gonna be Ishkabibbles.
Yeah.
Ishkabibbles,
Yeah, I
that's
feel
a
like
good one, too.
everybody be
For
saying
sure.
that one.
No doubt.
Can't beat $5 though.
$5 is crazy.
Yeah.
I'm about to go get one.
All right, man. Appreciate you sliding on us,
Nah,
man. You
for
know what it
sure.
is. Friday in the building with the morning hustle. Yeah, that's what's up.
Appreciate y'all.
We are the morning hustle.